Your layers have decided to surprise you with small eggs. Don't worry, I will walk you step by step so that your birds can get back to producing large eggs. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you will exactly know what to do when small eggs appear in your farm. So welcome back to our channel. I'm Peter, and today we are troubleshooting small eggs in layers. And as you can see from our screen, the causes of small eggs in the farm are: 1. Level of lysine in the diet, level of linoleic acid in the diet, stage of laying and body size, and type of breed. We are going to break down one by one, and we are going to start with the level of lysine in the diet. As you know, lysine is a protein. Lysine is an amino acid and is among the 10 limiting amino acids in the diet. So the functions of lysine is to increase egg mass, increase production, and increase conversion ratio in poultry. So we are going to see the graphs that are here, and graph number 1 is illustrating the relationship between the rate of lay and lysine intake. In the x-axis, we have the lysine intake, milligrams per day, and in the y-axis, we have the rate of lay. And as you can see, as you increase the level of lysine in the diet, you are increasing the rate of lay. We can take an example that if you are feeding your poultry with 600 milligrams per day, you will get a rate of allowed 79%. So you can take another example, and if you are feeding your poultry 800 milligrams per day, your rate of lay will be allowed 88%. So you can see that lysine is very important in the rate of lay. So in graph number 2, it is illustrating the egg weight. In the x-axis, we are having the lysine intake, milligrams per day. In the y-axis, we are having the egg weight in grams. And also, you can see that as you increase the amount of lysine in the diet, you are also increasing the egg weight. You can take one example from the lower side, and if you feed your poultry with 600 milligrams per day, you can see that we are going to get an egg with allowed 61.3 there egg weight. And if you feed your poultry or your layer with allowed 900 milligrams per day, you are going to get an egg with an egg weight of around 63.5 grams. So you can conclude and say from the graph that increase in lysine is also increasing the egg weight. In the graph number 3, you can see it is showing the relationship between the egg mass and the lysine intake. In the x-axis, we are having the lysine intake in milligrams per day, and in y-axis, we are having the egg mass. So we can take an example. For 600 milligrams per day, you can see your egg mass will be allowed 47 grams. When you feed your layer with 900 milligrams per day, your egg mass will be allowed 56 grams per day. So the fourth graph is illustrating the relationship of lysine with feed conversion ratio, and as you increase the level of lysine, you are also reducing the feed conversion ratio. So lysine is very important in the diet, and we are going to calculate something. We are going to determine the level of lysine or the percentage of lysine in 1 ton of feed. So in step number 1, we are assuming that we are feeding 8 milligrams of lysine per day. In step number 2, we assume that our chicken are consuming 110 grams of feed per day. So we can say, so if 800 milligrams of lysine are in 110 grams of feed, what about 1 kg? So you can see here the calculation that we have done, and the lysine that is going to be in 1 kg of feed is 7.27 grams lysine, and we want to determine in 1 kg or in 1000 kg, that is 1 ton. So we are going to say if 1 kg of lysine is, if 1 kg of feed will take 7.2 grams of lysine, what about 1000 kg of feed? And we are going to get the answer as 7.27 kg of lysine, and we are going to determine the percentage, and the percentage of lysine in 1 ton of feed, or in the feed where the chicken is consuming 800 milligrams per day, will be 0.727. So we can conclude, and we can have our take homes. And one take home is lysine is very important in egg weight and egg mass, and that is going to affect the size of the egg. So you should confirm, or you should check the recommended amount of lysine when you are formulating your diet. Take home 2 is the recommended amount of lysine is from 650 milligrams to 900 milligrams per day. Don't go below 650, because you're going to reduce your rate of lay, your egg weight, your egg mass, and feed conversion ratio. And don't go beyond 900 milligrams per day because of cost. Thank you for viewing this video. See you in the next video.